Good morning, afternoon, or evening, dear YOGATXers. My name is Echo. Thank you for practicing with me today and coming into my lovely home here in Guatemala. Today's practice is going to be a practice that works with many planes of the physical body. So even if it's not specific to the back line, we will be focusing on the back line of the body. And what this means is we will do some forward folds. We'll do a bit of opening here in the back line so that we can really create some spaciousness in the back. What can happen sometimes is lower back issues, rounding of shoulders, ankle and joint pain when there's not enough spaciousness in the fascia of the back line. And so really this is just about creating some space there and also giving you the ability to kind of like fold in on yourself in ease and come into this bit of solace and our sanctuary of our homes. So for some of us, it's really tough to do forward folds. And I encourage you throughout the practice, if it feels like it's too much or it's breaching a limitation for you physically in that moment, ease back. Use bolsters, use blocks if you have them, use couch cushions, encyclopedias. I always say encyclopedias. And one of the students here actually said, you should start saying Harry Potter books. Those are big and those can be useful and they're more modern. So whatever you have to bring the ground closer to you so that you don't have to fold so deeply, I encourage you to use it. So that being said, let's get into our practice working with the back line, and we are going to start standing. So go ahead and come to standing, plant the feet on the ground, hip width distance apart, hands alongside the body. And really feel into the earth here. And when I say that, really imagine, visualize roots of a tree grounding into the earth beneath you. Sitting up, standing up tall, shoulder blades down the back, belly relaxed. Let the breath move in and out of your nostrils. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, heart center. Doing something to ground us a little bit more, and I'll turn towards you so you can see me. This time, inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, pull the palms down through center as if you're pressing something down energetically. The fingertips are almost touching, but not. As you get to the chest, I need to inhale up. And exhale, pull the energy down. And this really helps us to relax the nervous system. Inhale up. Coming into the parasympathetic. Exhale, that rest and digest part of the autonomic nervous system. Just notice if you're starting to feel more calm. Inhale up. Move slow, find your focal point forward. Beautiful. So back through center, hands alongside the body. This time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring hands to the back of the head, clasp the fingers, open the chest, look up, slight bend in the knees. You can give a little bounce here in the knees. And not too deep of a back bend. Stand up nice and tall, open the chest, let the head drop back, and press the chest up and a little bit forward so we come out of the lower back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, slowly bring the chest down towards the thighs, let the head drop in. Keep the hands behind the head. And forward fold, slight bend in the knees. Can rock from side to side. You could stay with the hands behind the head, or you could take opposite elbows. Ragdolling here, maybe you move forward and back with the upper body. side to side. And when we do these forward folds to create some spaciousness in the back line of the body, if we can stay here for at least 5 breaths, this can actually give our fascia some time to let go. But if we just go for 1 breath, the body doesn't have time to assimilate the new information. So just notice as you stay here longer, maybe come into some more stillness. Notice even you take deeper breaths in. I can hear my breath. Notice if anything is loosening, maybe emotionally or becoming a bit more relaxed. Or if you're really tight, maybe less relaxed, you can always bring the earth closer to you by coming onto the fingertips or coming onto a bolster or a block or a cushion. Let the hands come down to the earth. Inhale, slowly roll up to standing. Bend the knees, let the arms hang. Let the head come up last. Let out a sigh out of the mouth. Inhale, stretch up with the arms. Clasp the fingers together, step the big toes together, and lean to your right. Look to the left. So even these lateral lines, they wrap around the lower back and the upper back. So you might begin to find a little bit of loosening when you are doing poses that interact with the other planes of the body. So if we have really tight backs, doing this can create a little spaciousness along the rib cage. Inhale through center. Exhale to the left. You can look to the right. Exploring the body. And it's good to roadmap this. You know, when you have back pain, if there's tightness in your back and you do certain postures and you find relief, remember that. Dive into it deeper the next time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. As you fold, take hands to the lower back, make a fist, clasp the fingers together. Maybe you heel toe the feet apart just a little bit, fold in. And we open the front of the shoulders here a bit as well as we fold. Let go of the hands. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a plank position. Pause here. Pressing down through the palms, pull your belly in, rounding the upper back. Engage your core. Take an inhale. Exhale, come down halfway. Keep the elbows in by the ribs. Thighs are lifted. Inhale forward to the tops of the feet. Open the chest. Thighs are still lifted from the earth. Take an inhale here. Exhale, use your core, tuck the toes under, draw the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Pause here. If you want to pedal it out, let the hips sway from side to side, you can. And even here, this is still an inversion. And we're not folding as deeply as a forward fold, but you can feel the back line lengthen. Maybe need to bend the knees if there's a lot of tightness. Maybe keep them more straight, but pressing the heels and the palms firmly into the earth. Big toes touching. Take an inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step the right foot through, left knee to the earth. Peel the chest up, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Take an inhale. And exhale, hands to the earth, hips to the left heel, right toes point up. So we're just going to go back and forth a little bit here. Inhale forward, peel the chest open. And exhale, fold in towards the right shin, lean back to left heel. Inhale forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale forward. And exhale, fold. Inhale forward. And exhale, fold. Come back forward. Lift the left knee and hop the left foot up just a little bit. Left heel comes down. Straighten the right leg, and we're folding over the right shin. You might need to come onto the fingertips or have a block or a bolster nearby, and slowly fold over the right shin. Keep the right hip pulling back. And again, if you need to bring the earth closer to you, use a prop with the fingertips as you fold over the right shin. And take an inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step back to that plank position. Lower halfway, elbows in by the ribs. Inhale forward to the tops of the feet, open the chest, upward facing dog. And exhale, use the core, tuck the toes, draw the hips back and up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up behind you. Exhale, step the left foot through, right knee down, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth, bring the hips back towards the right heel, left toes point up. Inhale brings you forward, open the chest. Sometimes my fingertips float. Exhale, fold back over the left shin, back to the right heel. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. This side is very pleasurable for me right now. Inhale forward. Exhale, hands to the earth. Lift the right knee, hop the right foot up just a bit. Right heel spins down. Pull the left hip back and fold over the left shin. Again, you can bring the earth closer to you if you need to, or stay on the fingertips. And for me, this side is more open. My right was pinching, so notice for yourself how your body is feeling today, if there's more openness in one side, more tenderness in the other. Every yoga practice is an exploration and research for how your body responds to certain movements. Slowly peel the chest up and step the right foot forward. Bend the knees, sink down onto the hips, the glutes, and stretch the legs out in front of you. So we're going to come into a forward fold. And I encourage you to use a bolster or some pillows underneath the knees if you need to, especially if you have a really tight back line. I'm going to fold just without props today. So let's take an inhale. Exhale, slowly fold forward. Keep the spine long. So as soon as you begin to round the upper back, come out of it a little bit, straighten the spine, take an inhale, and then slowly fold forward. So we're going to be very gentle with ourselves, no pushing ourselves deeply into anything. Fold in. And we want to stay here for at least 5 breaths. Listen to the inhalation and exhalation moving through your nostrils. Peel the chest up, bend the knees, plant the feet, take a hold of the front of the shins, and drop your head through the center, coming into this egg shape. Let the back of the neck grow long. And I love doing this posture when I'm just needing to hold myself and embrace. A little tenderness here. Fill the chest up. Keep a hold of the shins, and we're going to slowly come onto our backs. Pull the knees in, rock from side to side. Massaging the lower back, let the head rest, the shoulders rest. You can even pull the knees to the sides of the rib cage. And then bring the knees up into the hands and just move them in opposite directions, like you're driving two wheels. Move those in opposite directions from which way they were going before. And slowly come into happy baby. Take a hold of the bottoms of the feet. Let the knees go wide. And slowly straighten the legs up overhead. So if you have a block or your encyclopedia or your Harry Potter books, you could put them underneath the sacrum and lift the legs straight up, coming into inversion. And this just really allows us to have some compression at the lower lumbar, releasing any energy here. And the back line energetically within traditional Chinese medicine works with the element of fear. And so just deep breath out here. Anything that you're holding on to that might be holding you back. And just knowing you're nurturing yourself right here. You're nourishing yourself. Slowly bend the knees, bring the feet down, and roll to the left just a bit to bring your right fist underneath the glute, and not in the medius part of the glute, but a little bit higher, kind of where your belt line would be. And then lift the left hip, do the same thing. Your knuckles are gonna go right into that space. And you're gonna have to move it around a bit to find the comfortable place for both your hand and your hips. And we're just gonna give a little rocking back and forth of the hips, maybe a little bit of movement of the fists, and you can feel it. I'm sure some of us might be like, ooh, this can be done with a wooden ball or a tennis ball. So helpful to get into the glutes that hold so much tension. Ooh, and then you slowly walk down to the meaty bits. Yeah. To the sides a little bit as well, let the knees sway. And maybe you find a spot, like you could see him leaning to my right a little bit. I found a little spot here in my glute med, maybe even down towards the IT band a little bit. And you could pause there if you need. So any spots that you're like, ooh, there's some tension here, maybe you take a little bit of your weight off of it, shift it, and play. Get curious. Let's come back to center. Bring the feet together. Let the knees go wide. Bring your hands to your hip bones, or one hand on belly, one hand on heart. And our final pose here, opening the hips a little bit. Let the head be heavy. Let the shoulders be heavy, and just allow the ground to hold you, support you. And slowly stretch the legs out in front of you and stretch the arms back. So get nice and long, give a little wiggle. And then you could bring your hands alongside the body. Short Shavasana. If you want to stay here longer, I encourage you to pause the video. I'm going to be here for a few minutes, just allowing ourselves to really feel grounded by the earth. And for the back line, this space of sometimes fear or constriction. Sometimes this is the work. This is the only work we need, this grounding, just being held in Shavasana, in stillness and silence, to truly come back to ourselves, to come back to our breath, to our mindfulness. So let stories leave your minds, stay in presence, and just allow yourself to be held here. If it feels good, the hands can come onto the belly and the chest. And I like to bring my right hand to my left shoulder, left hand to my right shoulder, and give myself a little hug while I lay here. So whatever feels best for you. Then remind yourself as you breathe in, breathing in, I am aware that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware that I'm breathing out. And just saying this into the mind over and over so we don't get lost in story. And we stay with that pulsation of present breath. Slowly stretch the arms up overhead. Rolling over to the right or left side, coming into fetal position. You can use your tricep as a little pillow. And use your hands to assist you up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils and then just hum behind closed lips. Feel the vibration, bring out some relaxation into the vagal nerve as it brings the connection between the mind and the belly. Do it again twice. Last one. Hands together at heart center, bowing head to heart. May we each find more comfort in our connection to that which holds us so that we may hold ourselves. And may we listen for the whispers of what our body is trying to teach us and show us. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, and you can find me in all of the places down below. And enjoy your human day, your human life, all the moments. Breathe them in. Mwah.